Have you ever noticed how many pro players play with their keyboard sideways? It almost seems counterintuitive, like, who thinks to turn their keyboard sideways? It really does sound inefficient on paper, but when you actually realize why they do it, it makes perfect sense. See, if you've ever watched someone play Fortnite or really any game on PC, you will quickly notice that everyone has their own preferences for how they want their keyboard and mouse set up. Me personally, I tend to have my keyboard pushed further back on the desk, no wrist guard, and slightly angled. I found that's what's most comfortable for me at the moment, and it helps me get me Vicky Roy's. So, I like it a lot. But take a look at someone like TSM Daquan. This lovable, goofy goober finds it most comfortable to play in his lap.
It's pretty much. I had this thing called a spontaneous pneumothorax, which is pretty much just like a fucking random lung collapse, right? And after that lung collapse, after I got back home from the hospital, it hurt to sit forward. Sit like this, it actually hurt to sit forward. And if I lean forward like this, you know, a lot of people lean forward when they play video games, it hurt to do that. So the way I adapted was leaning back in my chair like I used to. Leaning back in my chair like I used to. And I had my keyboard in my lap so I could, just chill. So I could be like this, you know what I'm saying? Just chill and play, you know? And that's pretty much how the keyboard and lap thing started.
And he still smack kids on Fortnite like it's nothing. See, I ended up playing with a keyboard in my lap a few games. Surprisingly, it was quite comfortable, but it didn't really resonate well with what I'm used to, so I ended up going back to my, original setup. But let's go back to why people play sideways. The reason why you clicked on this video. It's for two different reasons. One is preference, and the other is actually ergonomics. It actually saves quite a bit of space. So hear me out. See, in LAN tournaments, there isn't much room to maneuver.
Why do I have the keyboard sideways? Because a horizontal keyboard takes up too much space on small LAN desks. That's my main reason, dude. Do you run out of mouse space on LAN games? Yes. So,
case it's a game server.
All right, so let's say this is your desk. You got this phone. I mean, I don't know what you guys can see. All right, let's do a better demonstration. All right, let's say that you got that wall over there, and then you got let's cut it off I'll put my fucking wall, dude, fucking right there. That's your cutoff point. So fucking you got this is all I got, dude. Now if my keyboard is fucking sideways,
Was PAX good?
it's or I could fucking basically move it over here like this.
Let's look at this footage from the Fortnite Summer Skirmish Grand Finals. Here's an overview of all the players. They're all in these nicely designed but quite small cubicles. They look like you're just ordinary office. You don't have much desk space to work with, so quite a few pros started playing sideways with their keyboards to combat this, It gives them more space, and some have even claimed it allows them to reach keys easier. Now, I personally don't see how, because when I tried playing with my keyboard sideways, my hand just ended up cramping and it was very uncomfortable for me. But I also don't play competitively, so that might be another reason. But at these LAN tournaments, you will very rarely have a full-size desk like I do, or what I would assume many other gamers would have from the comfort of their homes. And, well, these pros spend hours upon hours grinding, streaming, and competing at such a high level. I guess it's something worth trying at one point. I mean, worst case scenario, you play your keyboard sideways, you lose a few times and go back to the lobby, but it's kind of interesting to think about. You see all these big streamers doing this, but I never really knew why, so I kind of made this video to answer my own question. But who knows, you might end up tilting your keyboard completely sideways and you might end up falling in love with it. But for me, I'll stick to what I know for now. As the saying goes, different strokes for different folks. Well, my name is Boofcan, thank you so much for watching, and if you found this video entertaining or informative, consider hitting the subscribe button and ringing the notification so I can fill your inbox with high quality videos each and every week. So make sure to join the Discord, follow me on Twitch if you want to consume more of my content, but until the next video, be awesome, take care of yourself, and smash that like button. See you guys.